Hi everyone, I'm Julia.
Hi, I'm Emma, and we're here at YMCA Camp Kitchie-Kiwanis.
Camp Kitchie-Kiwanis is on Beausoleil Island and is part of Georgian Bay Islands National Park. Beausoleil Island is the traditional land of the Anishinaabe people. For years and years, thousands and thousands of years, Indigenous people traveled through these areas and met on Beausoleil Island, so this site is of rich cultural significance.
We're gonna start our video today off with a riddle. So, our riddle today for you is, what has rings but no fingers? What could it be? Pause the video if you need time to think about it. The answer is trees. Trees have rings but no fingers. And luckily for us today, we are going to be learning how we can identify trees in our local areas. Yeah, so even though we're not on site at camp this summer, we still want to be able to connect to nature. We think it's really important here at camp, here on Beausoleil, and we're going to show you some ways to do that. So we often think about technology as maybe taking us away from nature. If we're sitting inside on our phones or watching Netflix, it's not the same as being outside in the great outdoors and learning all of those things that connect us to the forest around us. And today we're actually going to show you some ways that you can use your phone to connect you with nature, to help you learn about the nature in the area. So let's get started. Hi everyone, so we're gonna talk about the first app we're gonna use today. There's lots of books similar to what this app would do, so field guides you can get maybe downloadable versions online or get at your local bookstore, but we're gonna show you the app version today. So this app is called Branche, B-R-A-N-C-H-E with an accent aigu, and Julia and I are going to use it to identify this tree here. So the first question is, Julia, is this a deciduous tree or a coniferous tree? So a deciduous tree has leaves and a coniferous tree has needles.
So this would be a coniferous tree, I think.
Perfect. Now, is it needle-like leaves, I guess, for lack of a better word? Needle-like, scale-like, or others? There's pictures here for you to look at.
Oh, that's helpful. I would say definitely they're needle-like.
Needle-like, okay, so I click that. Next, are they bundled or are they separated?
These ones are bundled, so for each little pocket, there are a couple of pines coming out.
Perfect, so I'm gonna click that bundled button, and then it gives us some options. So I'll just walk up here and show you this. Lots of different options for what this tree could be. And what we're gonna do is look at these pictures now and see what one it's closest to. The first option on our list is an eastern white pine. If I show you that picture, Julia, is that what it looks like?
That is honestly exactly what it looks like.
Perfect. So we've learned that this tree is an eastern white pine through this app. And this app works for all sorts of trees that you could find wherever you go. It detects your location, so it knows what trees are native to your area. And we've been loving using it here at Kitchie-Kiwanis.
All right, now we're gonna use the Branche app to identify this tree. So question number one, is it deciduous or coniferous? Remember, deciduous has leaves and coniferous are pines. So this one is deciduous. Next, are the leaves alternated or opposite? Now this means, do the leaves come out of the twig directly opposite one another, or are they staggered? And these ones are alternated, so the staggered type. Next, are the leaves simple or compound? So for each twig, are there offshoots that all contain a whole bunch of leaves, or is it just one offshoot and then a few leaves per twig? This one is simple. Next, are the edges of the leaf toothed, lobed, or even edged? So they're not toothed, because toothed leaves, you would see really small razor thin edges of the leaf. Even edge would mean they're completely smooth. So this one is lobed because it kind of goes loop-de-doop-de-doop. Okay, and then it comes with a selection of trees, and I'm actually not too sure which one this is. So it could be a white oak, a bur oak, a pin oak, a red oak, so on and so forth. Now, I can't quite tell from the pictures that it's showing me. So I'm gonna use another app to help me out. Now this app is called Seek. And the way Seek works is you can essentially point it at any plant or animal or even track that you see, an animal print in the sand or in the dirt. You can point it at any of those things and it'll tell you as closely as it can what that species is that you're pointing the camera to. It's a very cool app. So I am going to point the Seek app at this leaf and this tree, and it is going to tell me that it is a northern red oak. So there you go. That's how you can both use the Branche app to narrow it down. And then if you're still not quite sure, you can use the Seek app to specify all the way down to the species what it is you're looking at.
One of my favorite parts of the Seek app that Julia was just talking about is that it has a ton of challenges that you can do wherever you're spending time in nature. So I've been using this app the past few days up here at camp, and I finished a challenge called the Citizen Science Challenge. And that one is pretty simple. It's just finding 10 different species and documenting them on your app. Now I'm working on one called the Biodiversity Challenge. And for this one, I have to find 4 different birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, or fish, 4 different insects, 3 different arachnids, which are sort of spiders and related animals, 6 different plants, and 3 different types of fungi. And I'm 85% done, and I'm really excited to finish it. And I'm gonna show you one time how this can work for an animal as well. So I open the camera here. I can point it, there's a spider here I'm gonna point it at, but I don't know what type it is. Sometimes it takes a second, you have to rotate it around a little bit. Spider, spider, it knows it's a spider. It needs some different angles. It's getting closer. Now it says it's part of the sheet web family. Oh, this is called a filmy dome spider. A filmy dome spider, I've never heard of that before, but now I know. I can see it has little yellow body and a lot of brown around it as well. So I'll remember that for next time. And that contributed to my biodiversity challenge. I hope you try some of these at home. I've been having a lot of fun with them and think they're a great way to learn more about nature.
Okay, Y campers, your assignment for this week is to go out in your backyard, go on a hike, take a walk around your neighborhood, just get outside somewhere in nature and try and find the following things. Try and find and identify 5 plants, 2 birds, 1 arachnid, and 2 insects. You can use the apps we talked about in this video. You can use a field guide or a guidebook from your library or local bookstore, or you can just use the good old internet. But again, try to find 5 plants, 2 insects, 1 arachnid, and 2 birds on your expedition out into nature this week. Well, we hope you had a great time identifying trees and learning how you can use your devices to connect you to nature.
We hope you download those apps and have some fun using them to learn all about the trees in your backyard or on your camping trips or wherever you may be spending time in nature this summer.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.